I believe one important thing that a lot of people miss when it comes to trying to visualize their life is the things that they thought about before they wanted to change their life. And what I mean by that is I may want to change my life and head towards a positive direction. So I may come across some manifestation content. And in doing so, I may get the idea to visualize my future or say daily affirmations. But when I do these things, I realize that I don't truly believe them. In this video, I'll try to break down a small piece of why that is. And that is, you still are hanging on to the old version of yourself. You still believe all of the negative things about yourself that you hold to be true. So, before you get into any huge visualization, you need to disassociate yourself from the old version of you. All of those negative things that you thought about yourself, you need to cleanse yourself from that. You need to free yourself, to truly allow yourself to take in what's new. To hang on to something, you got to let something else go. And that's pretty much the concept here. You have to free your mind and allow yourself to be able to take in and actually believe the affirmations that you give yourself and the visualizations that you'll be thinking about moving forward, because you're going to change your life. So how does that work, right? How does one truly start to believe that they are actually going to be doing these things that they want to do for themselves in this life? And how does one also let go of the old mindset that they had prior? I can speak for myself and allow this to be an example for you and help you. For me, what I did was question why I think the way I think about myself. One thing that did also help me is realizing that throughout all my life, I always felt like I could be more, and that I was not going to be just regular degular. I always felt that way, even prior to me even changing my mindset. I was in a backwards state. It was kind of weird where I had this feeling I just told you, but I would also still be very negative and let outside influences really dictate how I felt about myself. So, that's how I thought initially. And what ended up helping me is just, like I said, questioning why do I believe these things? Why am I settling for this life? Constantly letting outside things get to me, constantly thinking negative, constantly thinking that external things is going to change or alter how my life will go. And what really made me question that was just me getting tired of just dealing with BS and me getting put in certain situations to eventually lead to me wondering why I'm even here. It allowed me to view things from a different perspective and realize that change is possible. Why do I continuously doubt myself, put myself in situations where I think I have no power, and just overall have just a low vibrational state and just end up being susceptible to any type of situation? I started to question that and realize no, this is my only life. I'm tired of stuff happening to me. I'm tired of blaming others and doing things that don't allow me to take ownership of the situation. And so this is where it really started for me. And after that, I'm no, I'm not finna let life walk all over me. I was in a pretty rough state at one point, trying to figure life out, trying to get jobs, trying to figure things out for myself. And I'm no, I'm not losing. I'm not losing. Because like I said earlier, I always had some type of feeling that I was just not going to be regular. Even when I was in school, there would be plenty of times where I would think of myself being very successful. But since I didn't take ownership and really take no type of initiative and put in no work, I didn't have any real proof or backbone behind what I was thinking about. I was just in a perpetual state of thinking highly of myself while allowing the world to just walk all over me. And so that's what kept me in a negative mindset for so long. But when I started to actually take ownership and realize that this is my life and I'm going to put my foot down and start moving forward, that's what allowed me to kind of pull myself out of that, because it made me realize, like, dang, like, I can do this. I just need to put in the work and just wholeheartedly put trust in myself. And so that's what I did. And that's what allowed me to, in turn, be able to accept the visualizations that I did have for myself after that. The affirmations that I tell myself, I genuinely believe them now. I've been put through circumstances that pretty much made me force myself to get myself out of that mindset if I wanted a better life for myself. Now, whatever the catalyst may be for you to change your mindset, that's good. Work towards that and keep moving. It's going to be a little bumpy, but that's okay. We expect the bumps. Don't let those bumps stop you. Once you do that, you'll be able to, like I said earlier, believe what you said about yourself. And that's the most powerful thing. Now, as far as visualization, it's best to do it right before you're going to sleep, when you're in that slightly unconscious phase. That's good. And it's also good to do it right when you wake up. It gives you a fresh, nice start to the day, and you hit the ground running as soon as you wake up. That type of momentum leads to you actually taking action on a day-to-day basis and getting things done. And once you take action, the affirmations you say, you'll start to actually believe them subconsciously. Because not only did you deprogram your mind from a negative mindset prior, now you're actually doing things and taking action that nobody else really does. And doing that gives you that belief behind those affirmations, because you're moving forward. Your brain actually has reasons to believe what you're saying now, instead of you just like throwing water in the ocean and just hoping for the best. Keep visualizing your life, keep manifesting in the way that suits you, and keep crushing life. As within, so without. You control your mental, you'll have a good life. And if you reinforce that positivity, you'll have a good life sooner than you think. Y'all go be great.